Hi guys, another Dota commentary. I'm Screenguardguy, and with me is Jack Attack.
Good to be here.
Okay, we're doing a really special one: Mineski vs Deperruku. Deperruku is an Indonesian team. Mineski, very strong Filipino team. You guys should have heard of them. Okay, the reason why this is very special is because this is a 6.74C game. So that means for Captain's Mode, some of the new heroes have been introduced. Wisp is now in the pick. Rubik is now in the pick. So hopefully you'll be able to see some of them. I believe Rubik is in this game. We'll be actually taking you through the picks and bans. This is a 50-minute game. It's the longest games that we'll be one of the longer games we'll be casting. This is more of an experimentation. We're still experimenting with the quality. If this goes well, then I'll know we can cast longer games as well as shorter games, and not have too much a strain on the processing power of my computer.
And all that means that we can bring you more games.
Yeah.
After all, we all know what it's like when you've watched every single Dota commentary up at the moment. You're just stuck there waiting for someone else to bring out a new one.
Yeah, and everybody's doing Dota 2 commentaries nowadays, so we thought we'd mix it up. Go old school. Okay, so we're going to start unpausing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna be showing you the picks and bans for this one, unlike what we did before. The reason why is because, as we say, the metagame has shifted slightly, I believe, with these new picks and bans. Well, actually, I'm not so sure. What do you think about it? I think it definitely affects the picks for Captain's Mode.
Oh, of course. I don't think they have had as much of an impact as we all expected them to. I mean, the whole idea is, oh, they're too OP for Captain's Mode, and then they get released into it, and you go, well, you know, they're obviously trying to win, but they're not picking the OP heroes. Perhaps they're not actually quite as good as we thought they were.
Yeah, and I don't see it really as a... In my mind, I don't see them as really first pick, first ban characters. I'd still rather have, Anti-Mage on my side. I'd rather have a Furion on my side.
That's the thing. I really do think that Wisp should be picked more. I mean, one of the best things about Furion is his teleport.
And Wisp does
So does Wisp. And you can bring another guy with you. It's two times as good.
That's true, but Pitlord also has a very similar one.
He uses an ulti. Pitlord, you still got to TP to a unit though, whereas with Wisp, it's just anywhere on the map that you've explored.
Oh, well, now they've gotten rid of the fog. You can go anywhere as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, so first ban is Windrunner. She's definitely a first ban material. Lycanthrope. Okay, there's a hard carry. You guys know about him. These two have essentially broken skills such as Shackle Shot, such as cannot be slowed to Imba ultimate from the Lycanthrope. So it's a very standard ban, I'd say.
Yeah, of course. They're both very, very popular heroes. Actually, if you see the team chat there, they're asking about Jay. Is that right? Is Jay not playing in this game? Which is a real pity. He's one of the best players to watch, I think. Always, if there's a chance for a kill, he's going to take it.
I find him to be a less effective... I don't want any... I'm hoping I won't get flamed. I find him a less effective version of art style. He also loves to dive, and I love to see that. I love to see, deep play, good ideas, fast reactions, but art style, I think, does it slightly better. As in, he can come out more alive. But yeah, I love those kinds of plays. I love those kind of, got guts. That's how you should play Dota. I mean, go big, go home. Okay, we've got a ban is Sleaze.
It's the Naga Siren.
Naga Siren Sleaze. That's a bit weird because there's more. Usually, you can use her as a counter to that Lycanthrope, having her use the song. Everybody falls asleep. You can net that. You can net except for a BKB Lycanthrope. Then you net your entire team just sort of goes to town. Then everybody wakes up and they've lost their hard carry. Dragon Knight, also actually a more mid game, late game sort of hero. I'm not sure what the lineup might be. Okay, well, we know that Rubik's going to be coming out soon. Well, we were talking about Rubik earlier. Mainly, he's picked for that one skill, his ultimate. Everybody knows it's that spell steal. 5 minutes on level 3. Essentially, you can take a spell from almost any character. We're just talking about some of the spells he can't take because of hotkey conflicts, which is the Z and the X from Raze. But the thing about him, actually no, better to wait until he comes up. I believe he's coming up. First, he's one of the first picks.
If we want to just quickly talk about the Naga Siren, I really don't understand why people see her as a Radiance carry. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, yes, she does have the illusions and they carry the Radiance burn, but without tanking up your illusions, they're not that strong. Wouldn't it make much more sense to go more of the illusion hero route?
Actually, I find she's such a great DPS. As in, you put a Manta style on her, maybe a Diffusal Blade. You use those illusions. You net the guy. Everybody's whacking.
Oh, the Diffusal
is so much better. You don't need the Radiance. She doesn't need to be a pusher. I mean, you've got already 4 illusions. what more pushing power do you need? I actually, to be frank, I don't see her played with Radiance that much in pub games or pro games.
I think more so in pro games than in pub games. We've got a Shadow Demon ban and a Beastmaster,
Shadow
both
Demon,
great.
Shadow Demon, very popular ban because he can bring late game carries out, out of battle. He can bring them back. Let's say you put an anti-mage, he'll just orb the anti-mage, then suddenly two illusions come out and start whacking burning mana. Very powerful character. Doesn't need that much farm in order to be quite effective. His poison stack is actually a very undervalued spell. Okay,
Basically, all the farm does on him is just allow him to survive longer, I think.
I think
Most of his DPS comes from his teammates and from just his skills.
I think first pick Rubik is such a big mistake because you don't know what your opponent's gonna pick. If they pick completely counter, you're gonna be stealing crappy spells, and the Rubik is not gonna be as effective. But then again,
Yeah.
Rubik does have his Fade Bolt. I think is one of the best jumping spells. Only 4% reduction, and so that's effective. Let's say you're doing 300 in your first hit, then the next bolt will be like 270 something, 280 something. Then the next jump, it's actually a very very strong spell, especially early game. And his telekinesis it's effectively a 2.75 second stun, I believe, on the unit he's hovering, and a 1.75 on the unit that he's throwing at, and it's an AOE stun, so it's quite a large disable. And it's a very
Oh, they have nerfed his Fade Bolt pretty drastically, I think, just recently. It used to be just ridiculously good, and now it's only very good.
well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing, but it's really his ultimate. That's why people pick him, and I think to have him as a first pick, it's gutsy, it's ballsy from Deperruku, and I like it. I'm rooting for this team, even though I'm a huge Mineski fan. I'm rooting for Deperruku, and I think the Earthshaker and the AA are such an interesting pick because they saw that he has.
I know.
And so they instantly pick the ones with the best ultis for him to steal. They're basically saying, you're never going to steal it. And it's true.
Or even not even their ultis, just stealing Earthshaker's fissure or something like that. That's
Yeah.
also good. It's what?
No, but
I think the reason why Deperruku have probably picked Rubik first is they've probably worked out that he is a good hero and they're working some way to work him into their team strat. But yeah,
probably. But if you're looking at this, AA, his ultimate, he's usually doing it from across the map or from far out of range anyway. Earthshaker, when he comes in, he's always using Enchant Totem. Even if you're going to steal that Fissure, I think they believe they can burst down or gank the Rubik, so that it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter as much. Queen of Pain, that's a very interesting pick.
oh, it works well against Mineski's pick so far. I mean, you can blink over the Fissure and blink out of Cold Feet. It's quite a strong hero in general. It's actually been trending up and up lately.
And because of the diva, especially amongst Pinoy teams, but I think it's a very interesting pick. Now look at the Crystal Maiden. It's because the lineup is very, very squishy at the moment,
Yeah.
and it's got a lot of DPS, which is good. So I'm just wondering what they're going to pick in terms of a tanking hero.
That's true. I mean, Crystal Maiden is alright with her aura. Both Quap and Rubik like to spam their spells a bit, but Rubik's probably going to be picking up Mana Boots anyway. It will be interesting to see what sort of skill build the CM goes.
It'd be very interesting to see how they lane this. AA could be mid. Is ganking. Is it looking at a roaming Earthshaker, that could be very, very powerful, especially early on. I don't think they should be able to get at least one kill. They will need to get at least one kill on that Queen of Pain, depending on what they're picking next. Queen of Pain's ultimate, I think, as an AOE 700 damage blast, it's incredibly strong.
Yes,
and you've got that
yes, it is.
ganking. You've got that ganking Crystal Maiden, 4 seconds Ice Blast. So, Bite.
Crystal Nova?
Frostbite. Oh yeah, Crystal Nova as well. I see. The thing is, they're such great disables, so good for ganking. You can have that sort of ganking party of that Queen of Pain and the Crystal Maiden. So, and I think the next pick. Oh, it's a ban, isn't it?
One more pick for Mineski.
Yeah, one more pick, and then I wonder what would you go in this sort of situation.
Well, you need something to lock down the crop, I think.
I don't think that will lock down the. I mean, it's great for pushing, very strong. I'd pick an anti-mage. I'm gonna be honest. I'd pick an anti-mage and just screw that entire team over. Or even a Pugna, just stick one ward there, and then everybody's sort of like a little bit on a standstill.
Well, actually, Mineski seems to be focusing more around that AA. You've got the Prophet to, sprout them in, and the Earthshaker's Fissure. All great spells for making sure that Ice Blast does hit.
Well, you've got a very pushing lineup, and on the Mineski side, I mean, if you get one Necrobook, who's to say you can't knock down a tower in 10 minutes? That's Especially, there's not
Well,
really not much in the way of anti-push. Well, actually, no, that's incorrect. You've got Scream of Pain, you've got the Fade Vault, you've got that Nova. So I guess it might be a bit of a challenge. But we're looking at some okay, and there's the anti-mage ban, which I think is very unusual since the other side is pretty much all heavy spellcaster dependent. But they're obviously not going for late game. They're going for very fast
well, it's like with
ganks.
blink daggers. The more you have, the more they're worth. With the Quap already blinking, you don't really want the anti-mage to be blinking in with her. It's that could cause some problems for you.
Oh, that's true.
Also, he generally picks up a Quelling Blade very early. I mean, most people will have tangos anyway to get
Yeah.
out of Fury and Sprout, but it's just a small thing.
Yeah, I was just on the forums earlier just talking about anti-mage. How's that blink is really OP. Is 5 seconds, which is 1 second faster than the Queen of Pain. And you think 1 second won't make a difference. It actually does. I mean, Dota is a game decided in like point 0.1 of a second. 1 second is just, it's too imba. Oh, and we've got a Broodmother ban. Obviously, Deperruku is a bit afraid of the pushing power that can be provided from that Furion, but Chun is still out there. Chun might be a bit countered by that Queen of Pain because of her AoE, but it would still be a viable choice if they're going for a push strat.
It would be. I think that's the thing, though. If they're going to go for a push strat, they'd have to go in for it, and I don't think it would be the best way for them to go at the moment. The good thing about their three picks is that they can go either way. All three of them do scale relatively well into the late game, but can also be part of that pushing strat. At the moment, I don't think they should, though. Already, the three heroes of Deperruku can stop the creeps pretty easily. And the moment they're already banning out the Broodmother, showing that they're probably thinking about it. They obviously can't pick into the Broodmother themselves with the Earthshaker against them.
Yep.
Uh,
Very interesting. Well, at the moment, Mineski hasn't really committed themselves to a push strat yet, and there goes Kunkka. At the moment, they can still become a ganking lineup. They can still become a late game oriented lineup. So at the moment, it's a bit more versatile. It's a bit more open. Whereas Deperruku, because of that Rubik pick, I would be so scared if Mineski were to pick Pugna. Just because I don't see you can't win a team fight if you have Pugna on that side. I mean, it's true that Crystal Maiden and the Queen of Pain, they're much better, I think, at this point for ganking.
well,
But
it's
neither
certainly
side
true
is,
that they couldn't.
yeah.
They couldn't win a team fight with Pugna's ward down.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But Deperruku still needs to pick a tank. They need, I'd say, a stronger character.
Well, that's
To
what
support.
everything that Mineski has been banning has all been the
Yeah.
tanky carries.
Okay, and
Which is a bit-
Vengeful Spirit, not the most tanky, but it's a very strong support. I think it's the strongest late game support that you could say. His swap
Yeah.
still goes very well to late game.
Oh, and the Aura as well.
Yep, Command Aura. It's
I'm surprised that
pretty cool.
Mineski didn't ban the Venge, considering, I mean, AA can be a support with the Earthshaker there. You've already got your two supports. Why not ban it out instead of AM Kunkka? It's
Kunkka's a bit weird. I don't see the point in that ban, truly. Unless they have some sort of secret strategy that obviously I can't fathom through that Kunkka would just destroy. But I can't think of anything. Kunkka is he's a strong hero. He's seeing a lot of play lately. He's sort of
which is
returning.
making me very happy. Great hero. I love that guy.
X marks the spot is amazing. Maybe they're thinking about picking a puck. We saw the effects of puck. Slardar.
Hmm?
Thinking about it. Slardar, okay, wow. Slardar quite strong in that ultimate of his, but you don't really need. There's no tanky heroes, so obviously they're anticipating a very tanky hero coming out from Deperruku, which is what I'm anticipating. I mean,
But even so, all their spellcasters that they've got have all got very low armor, so that amplified damage is going to be worth even more than it normally is.
don't
The
need
only
it.
thing is they will need somebody to provide the actual right-click DPS to take advantage of that.
It's just they're all so squishy on Deperruku's side. Like you don't really need that much armor. I mean, it's always great to have minus armor, but I mean, it's just 5 hits anyway, and the guy's gonna go down. So I'd say more AOE is better on Mineski's side. Oh, okay, Lifestealer. I'm not sure how I
Now,
feel.
that's a nice pick. I like that.
I love Lifestealer because he hasn't been picked in such a long time. He's actually quite easy to counter, but we'll talk about that later. But Deperruku's, oh god, I think I've fallen in love with this team. I mean, they're willing to pick stuff. They're picking Rubik. They're picking Lifestealer. How can you just not love that kind of pick? It's not seen a lot. Okay, Lifestealer. I'm thinking how
Should
they're
be
gonna
picked
lane
more.
this. I'm thinking if the Queen of Pain is gonna go mid. No, Rubik I think has to go mid because Queen of Pain. There's no way Queen of Pain can take. That's a bit weird. No, yeah,
It'll
we're
be-
looking at Rubik mid. I'm thinking you don't really want the Nikes in the jungle. If you have the Nikes in the jungle, you're looking at either a Vengeful Spirit or Crystal Maiden having a solo lane, and neither of them really can handle the solo lane, nor do they really need one. So I think
No, he definitely needs to lane. The question is whether or not they're going to tri lane or dual lane. I mean, Nags from CM by himself is quite a dangerous lane. It'll have good XP growth. But if you throw in a Venge as well, then that is a severe killing lane.
yeah. In fact, you could put a Crystal Maiden, Avenge the Nikes. That's like at least a five. Oh, wow, Shadow Fiend. Okay, I don't know which team I like more. I haven't seen Shadow Fiend in a very long time. Very interesting pick. He's definitely gonna go mid in that case, and I'm trying to see who do you think would win in Rubik or Shadow Fiend. Okay, definitely can't be Queen of Pain. Just get bursted down way too fast. And it looks like Venge is going to the bottom. Okay, Shadow
Hmm?
Fiend going to go mid. Wow.
I do think that Rubik certainly is possible of winning against the Shadow Fiend. I do like that last pick, by the way. That's the hero you need to take advantage of the Slidar's minus armor. You've already got plenty of
Yeah.
stuns to help set up those razors.
And
Uh,
actually, very undervalued is Shadow Fiend's own Presence of the Dark Lord, which is -5 armor. Then you've got, that early on is an incredible asset, and then stacking with it fully stacks with Slardar's ultimate, which is so you end up having -20. So we might have
oh,
a
and
bit
if
of a
we look
middle
at the
game.
bottom here, that could be in trouble. No, they're just going to back off. Should be fine, depending on the fissure.
So we are looking on a tri lane. Cold Feet goes off, and an immediate Nyx is gonna go down. You do not want that. I mean, they've almost completely committed themselves to having this Nyx. Get
Oh,
farm, get fat. He's gonna salve up. Will he? No, he's gonna. Is there? It's so close. It's just pro play from that Crystal Maiden that saved him. You'd rather have that Venge go down, but having dropped a first blood before the creeps even spawn, that is, not something you want to give because especially once you get this roaming Earthshaker, he gets his boots. It's gonna be tough,
oh yes.
and you
I'm
do not want
interested
to
to
feed this
know
on.
what skill Lifestealer picked up first. I'll just quickly check that. Um,
He didn't pick up not his lifesteal ability. It's probably he didn't
Open
see
wounds,
open wounds.
yeah.
It's probably open wounds.
Because otherwise he probably would have been able, that rage would have certainly come in handy there.
Yeah.
It's not, obviously it's not what you want to pick up first of all. Just would have helped him survive.
Straight at the mid. Wow, the bottom lane looks like it's gonna be the lane to watch. We've already got a very offensive ward here. We've got a Nyx who has to stay out of EXP range. Well, not really out of EXP range, but he's definitely gonna get pushed back and harassed by that. I think Crystal Maiden should be doing a better job supporting him. Vengeful Spirit coming in. Wow, they're making a go. They're actually making go open wounds, but Slaughter is gonna save him. And actually, this might cost him his life. Cold Feet's on him, a Fissure. Straight off, wow, all that great play from that Crystal Maiden, all wasted. Yeah, wow, this is not going good for Deperruku, the team that I fell in love with.
No, it's not good. It's tri-lane against tri-lane. It's,
Crystal Maiden carrying
oh,
it
one
up.
hit.
Creeps, oh my, wow. Crystal Maiden, I think they weren't
What
going
do
for,
you need next to farm? You've got Crystal Maiden to farm.
yeah, they weren't going for a late game Nyx, they're going for a late game Crystal Maiden. Obviously gonna carry it up. Get Divine Rapier, Hand of Midas, who knows? Wow, and Furion. That's the thing about Furion, you have to have, I wouldn't say good map awareness, but you do have to have map awareness. And, come in for the ganks. You see it even early on. Most, new players, they wouldn't be expecting such early play, but obviously this team, obviously Mineski, they know what they're doing. This is how they like to play it. Early game, fast ganks. It's already 4-2 in less than 2 minutes. This bottom lane. If I were Nyx, I'd just be crying right now. He needs that farm. You see, the thing is, if everybody else can get fat, I mean, obviously the same with most carries, he's very easy to counter. Get a couple of force staffs. If he wants to focus on somebody, you force them out of the way. You put a Ghost Scepter on them, E-Blade even. Nyx is very much just a right-click sort of guy, and I actually don't think he is the appropriate late-game hero you want, or the tank. I mean, I'd rather see an even less played hero, which would be like the Ursa or something.
Hey, Ursa should be played more. New physical damage.
That guy is amazing. I've never seen him in a pro game. That's the thing, and I feel that's a horrible thing. You give him a blink dagger. You give him uh, you
Well,
give
that's
him
right. I mean,
the
people always say, "Oh, he's melee. You're never going to get him farmed and all the rest." That's true about a lot of melee carries, and you're seeing more and more of those
whoa.
in the metagame these days. Anyway,
We just had another death. I did not catch that one. Up at top, I did not catch it. It looks like Earthshaker No?
Earthshaker
Pretty sure
roaming top
yep.
along with the Prophet took
And
out the
at
Queen of
bottom, we've got
Pain.
another one. What were we talking about? We're talking about Ursa. Oh my god, so close once again. That crush is really, I think, one of the most imba spells ever. Nah, I shouldn't chase. What were we talking about? We're talking about Ursa.
Yes. Well, I mean, he's such a strong hero. I mean,
Yep. And you
the
know the
way
enemy
it exponentially stacks is,
is broken?
yeah. Well, exponential is way better than. Oh, mid lane here. We've got nice tango through.
And the thing is, he can cause such like a ton of hits in such a short period of time. It's not like he doesn't have the attack speed to follow it up for that Fury
Well,
Strike.
he's got maximum attack speed for 10 hits, which is enough to kill anybody as long as you time it right.
Yeah.
It also gives you basically the free Roshan, which
Yeah.
is more important.
2 minutes, you can take a Roshan. Come on, I mean, just smoke up, go into the pit. What can the enemy team do? I don't know.
He can
Maybe
jungle incredibly quickly.
yeah.
He's decently tanky, and what's more, you can buy HP on him, and it will give you free damage.
Yeah, well, actually, and as an Agi hero, who gets HP and damage, that's like unheard of. Okay, the Furion looks like we've got a bit of an engage, but he should get out just fine because of no Night Lifestealer gonna get his first kill.
Oh,
He's
they
gonna be
needed
going
that.
on that
Venge is gonna
Earthshaker,
go
but
down.
Earthshaker should be all right. Bite, bite, bite. Oh, rage. Oh, I think that Shadow Fiend could have. No, now that Shadow Fiend is so much trouble. Telekinesis, getting thumped down, gonna get hit, blocked, gonna get hit some more. Furion, where's Furion coming? Oh, Furion's already. Is he still dead? Okay. Nova, finish him off.
There's that carry CM coming in. Oh, that is exactly what Deperruku needed there.
They're
Nice
just like
couple of kills and
walking
XP on the
in
Nakes.
one at a time. Earthshaker coming in. I don't think this Snipes is long for life, but that AA is gonna go down as well. Wow. Wrath of Nature. We've got 8-6 in 5 minutes. This is the kind of game. This is the kind of game I want to see.
Oh, hell yeah.
For a 50-minute game. And we've got Slaughdar pushing the tower. He realizes, I'm not going to be able to make it in time. I'm just going to get some
But
farm.
Klop's doing the same, and she's further down the tower.
My God, this is such an intense game. This is the way that pros operate. There's really no room for mistakes here. And look at this. We've got a Venge in the mid lane, just farming it up. He's taking advantage of that time. But Shadow Fiend is getting strong. And Shadow Fiend, many people underestimate him as a DPS because he hasn't been picked in a while. But he's got essentially a free Radiance. He's now 72 damage, plus 72 damage, I believe. Wow, that tower is going to go down at bot. They've got glyphs popped, but they shouldn't defend it.
Nax is running there. He's already got his treads.
Can they defend it? A crush? No, it's brought down.
Oh.
Couldn't even. But he may pay for it with his life. He's got one more crush.
Even so, I think it's worth it. Oh, nice TP after the frostbite.
Great, absolutely. That's the way you play.
It's very clever.
Look at this. We've got. I think that Shadow Fiend. I don't know what he was doing, but he's probably gonna go down. Fade Bolt. One more hit. No, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Vengeful Spirit went down. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't even know what happened there. Telekinesis. Wow. And the stolen rays to finish it off. And we're just saying that you cannot steal the Z and the X rays. So that was the C rays right there. Many people underestimate Nevermore's potential as a mid game damage dealer for an Agi hero. He's actually incredibly. He can do a ton of damage. I've seen him bring down Ursa's no problem. Just a couple of hits. He's got essentially a free free Sacred Relic in terms of damage. And his ulti is one of the. Sorry, I'm just looking at the top. Got something of a bit of a cool engage. And his ulti is one of the. Well, it's one of the less seen and more difficult to use ultis out there. But the damage potential is incredible. His raises 900 damage in total.
I think another thing about his ulti is that it's also got great intimidation factor. Even if he doesn't have many souls, when you see him start to do that arm-waving dance, you automatically almost back up.
Yeah. Well, he's absolutely
then he just presses S's and...
I love how they've got this courier just right in the middle, just one fade ball away from death. We've got a little bit of an engage going on. Fisher on that Vengeful Spirit. Oh, he's trapped. He's trapped. What's gonna happen here? It's 1v1. I think he should TP out. No, he's gonna go down. AA just came in. Wow, this is not going good for Deperruku. The score is 12-7. That Queen of Pain. What's she got? I should be checking items more. She's got one row of the Maggie. She's got Magi. Just a magic wand. Hand of Midas already up. We've got tower being pushed down by Slardar, but it's going to be successfully defended. Power treads are up on that Nyx. Slardar's going to go jungle a bit more. He's going to go for his Vanguard. Ring of Basilius up very early because he got that first blood. Boots on Shadow Fiend. Wow, this is how you... Okay, this is the pro build for Rubik. You're looking at it now. It's a bottle, it's a tango, and a bracer. Okay, I got to remember this. That's not my build for Rubik, but okay. Obviously, he wants that health. And he's invisible. He just acted... He wanted to get, I think, a gank off, but that Earthshaker, well placed. And I think they're just going to back away. They should be out just fine. I don't think this tower is long for life. It's not going to be pushed down. Now that Furian's committed to defending it, now that AA is committed to pushing down, I think it's going to be a hard battle.
And CM have smoked up going past the ruins. They've caught the Slardar there, and that should be it.
Yeah, but the thing is, this guy, this poor Nyx, he's not getting a lot of farm, and he does need it. I'd say he needs a basher. He's going to go for Urn. I'd say he needs a basher, at least, in order to be effective with chasing. He needs some strength items.
Oh,
Halberd's not bad.
Bash is not bad late, but I would go for more attack speed early on, or even more tank.
What's your build for Nyx? Well, everybody has different builds.
It varies from game to game. I do like to get Njolnir on him. I mean,
yep, the attack speed
just gives you a little bit more AoE that you need.
For me, I've always found this problem isn't doing the damage. It's not survivability. It's just catching. And I think if you want to go blink dagger is not really the right choice. And so I've always used more basher for chasing. I'm the kind of AFK kind of farm, jump out and sort of be a superstar. Well, that rage very well timed dodge the
catching them.
The which one?
Open wound. It's like a 30% slow at least.
You just can't do the damage in that sort of time. But Mjolnir, I think, is a superior farming item. Hand of Midas is also not a bad choice. Very popular. Because it's 38 plus 30 attack speed as well. Yeah. Every 100 seconds you get 190 gold plus additional EXP. Battle Fury also not a bad choice for Nyx. You can even get Satanic, go the Satanic route. Hyperstones are always good, so Assault Cuirass is also a very popular choice. Right.
Yes, Assault Cuirass isn't bad. Halberd wouldn't be too bad against him as well.
I think Halberd is the best item on any hero. No, I'm just kidding, but it's a great item. It's 4 seconds. When I heard about it, I'm like, this is now my go-to item because it's plus 25. That's like an armlet. That really is an armlet, and it's permanent, and it's just too good.
Oh, how could I have forgotten that? Yes, of course, armlet on Nags.
Yeah, that is the standard item for any strength hero. I actually completely forgot that as well. I didn't even think. I just mentioned armlet, and I myself forgot it. Queen of Pain has pushed down a tower. I just said it's gonna survive. Furion.
Furion actually denied that about 30 seconds ago.
Oh, I didn't even know. I was just watching the gank at the bottom. This middle tower looks like it's being under attack. Vengeful Spirit trying to... It's not even become a team game. It's like a one-man game. So I'm hoping we can see a farm Venge. We can see what a farm Venge can do if we're lucky. Like, we're going to see her with, I don't know, Heaven's Halberd maybe? 25 evasion. Ice Blast coming in on bottom.
But if you compare her to the Earthshaker, she's actually pretty far behind. Earthshaker's already picked up his arcanes. Venge has actually only just recently gotten boots.
Yeah, and we're looking at actually a very farmed Slardar. Especially once he's getting those kills. Despite dying quite a bit, he's almost at his Vanguard, which I think is not late. I mean, it's a good time. Oh my goodness, he's actually going Blink Dagger.
Yep, I was just about to say, we were talking about item builds. That's one we didn't expect.
I just said, like, his problem was chasing, and I would never go Blink Dagger because it's just not good. And then, he proves me wrong. I hope he's going to own, and then from now on, whenever I play pub games, I'm going to get Blink Dagger. I'm just going to get Blink Dagger.
Nice preemptive rage there.
Very good rage. He's I want to see this character's name. Aero. I've never heard of him, but he's ultimate. We've got... she should get out just fine, the Queen of Pain. That blink is really broken. 6 seconds, come on. There's not enough disables on the Sentinel side to bring her down. Really, I don't think she'll have a problem with survivability. She should just go for DPS and end.
Oh, there might be enough burst damage to bring her down.
Well, that's true if she gets caught out, but I mean, the Nyx should be tanking anyway. Oh my
Is she going to pop? Needs to get down to 80. There she goes.
There's no more charges in that magic wand.
Well, it wasn't going to help. Although I often find you press it automatically, going, help.
He's
Need
almost on.
health.
He's almost on
And then
his
you realize,
BKB.
oh, that actually doesn't work.
Shadow Fiend almost on his BKB. Is he? Do you think Furion's gonna go Dagon? I hope. Is he gonna go Necrobook? I don't know. Remember last game we saw Necrobook, which is completely out of nowhere. But I mean, if you're going to go for this Hand of Midas, you're gonna want something. But I don't know what can he want. It means he's obviously wants to get fed. He wants to get farmed. They're obviously gonna give it to him. We're looking at Slaughter's also getting quite a few neutral farms. We're looking at Shadow Fiend getting quite a bit of farm. This Mineski is just absolutely expert at getting farm as well as ganking. We got a TP out. Swap, just stop that TP. Top. Yeah. And the score is 14-14. Deperruku making a comeback. They're showing, Blink, the Blink with plus earn. No armlet Nyx. So it's quite an amazing thing. Hello?
Yeah, yes, I'm still here.
I thought like you dropped. I'm like, oh my god, 29 minutes.
Oh, that would be a tragedy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mind you, we'd be able to redo it and seem very, very intelligent for the first 20 minutes or so.
Yes, we would. Predicting every single kill on the map. I'm surprised this Queen of Pain has not made more item progression. I mean, what's her farm? 82. She got something in the crow. I'm just gonna do a quick. 1870. What's going on? She got something in the crow. We're looking at multiple crows. Bottle crowing, of course. Look at the mid. Look at what's going on.
She does have 2k
Has
already
he got
saved
Basher?
up in the bank. Oh, there's the Slaughter.
Why does he constantly stun? Oh my. Okay, no, I don't even understand. I thought I saw a Basher effect happening, but look at this. See, the thing is, I have a feeling you're gonna have Shadow Fiend pop out once he gets his BKB. You're gonna have Furion gonna go buy some big items. So at the moment, I think it's swinging a little bit in Deperruku's side. They're certainly getting more of the recent kills. Well, that initiation power. I don't know why I said that Blink Dagger was a dumb idea. Completely wrong. Completely wrong.
Well, that's exactly right. They started off having a poorly matched tri lane that really wasn't working out too well, and they've just sort of gone, well, okay, laning's not working too well. Let's just start ganking, and that's worked out much better for them.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, they've got the Superior ganking lineup, the Disable, and Rubik I haven't seen him steal a single spell yet. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it at all. You just need that Nyx or the Blink Dagger. That's what you need. It's his telekinesis is insane.
I was just thinking, maybe they actually picked it up more. Oh, as Jake is stuck, he's not getting out of there. Maybe they actually picked it up as more of a, well, we've already got Rubik, so you can't pick into Tide, or you can't pick into huge AoE team fight winning heroes.
Possibly.
I don't think it would be a clever thing to do if that's what they are doing, but
the Rubik was first pick, and I don't know what he's going for at the moment. Dagon, I don't know. I've never seen a build for. We were just talking. Lothar's Edge is actually a viable build. I mean, you can sneak up from behind. You get the telekinesis off. You throw them towards your allies, and you just get the hell out of there.
I don't think it would work out too well against the Slaughter, though. It's
true. Because of that amplified damage, he's gonna be placing it on you constantly.
Yes, that's right.
Wow, Blink, and he just
Why
goes
is
straight
Deperruku...
on. That
they're going to lose the crow to the tower. Why was it there?
It's obviously to give them a fighting chance, because the moment it's 19-14, they're just like, okay, obviously this game's not going to go so well. We can't look like we beat Mineski too easily. Even though I never heard of Deperruku, that's that stolen Fisher. Wow, powerful play. The moment this game is one-sided, I think we're seeing the Shadow Fiend isn't doing anything. We're just talking about what a great DPS output he is. He actually should be having his BKB right now, or a Blink Dagger or something. He should be coming in. He should make big ulti. He should be initiating team fights. In terms of a team fight, I think the Sentinel has a superior lineup. You've got that Slytherin Crush. You've got the DPS output of the. You've got the Cold Feet. You've got the AI Ice Blast. You've got the DPS output of the Shadow Fiend. You should win team fights. You have so much AOE. The only thing to handle really is that Nyx. But
that's true.
At the moment, he's not doing anything. He's not. This is his time to shine, and at the moment, everybody else is getting fat.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, Shadow Fiend's got sort of two peaks. Once where he finishes off level 2 Requiem, and also once when he's just insanely farmed from his flash farming ability.
Yep.
He's not doing that much flash farming, and he's already past that, 90% 9, 10, 11 sort of period without having too much
And
impact.
everybody's just feeding this Nyx. It's like he's got map hack. Oh, he's just got really cool wards. But but oh my goodness, this is the way to play a Nyx. I don't know why he hasn't played more. I think he, I was just saying. I think I was saying earlier that I don't think he was the right pick. Forget it. He's the best pick. He's better than everything. He's better. Look at him. He just jumps in. He just doesn't care. He just opens his rage and just like smacks the crap out of the Earthshaker. He's just eating those. The Earthshaker. He's eating the AA. He's just taking down the supports. He's targeting their weak ones. He's like, okay, it'll take me a bit longer to go for that Slardar, so I just won't do it.
He's getting kind of low here though.
No, it
should be fine.
It should be just fine. And Rubik it's not like it's even a team game. He just needs one support. The Nyx. He just needs one support, and he's ready to go. He's ready to kill. So the Rubik is free to go around, do his own thing, spam his spells. Wow, no, that. Well
just
played
in time with the stun.
Well played stun. Yeah, so
And don't forget, this is against Mineski that they're playing against. I mean, this isn't some scrub team. This is Mineski.
I've never seen Mineski own this bad. It's 23-14. Mineski is a very strong team. They're one of my favorite teams. And look, the Slaughter hasn't even got his Vanguard. He went Bracer because he just needs the HP. The second he sees Queen of Pain, he crushes to run away, to sprint away. And you know you're in trouble. Look at him. He's taking so much damage so quickly. And now we're seeing a big ulti, and we're seeing that lifestealer go down. Queen of Pain forced to flee. Should be going the other direction. AI Splash and catch nothing, but that was very strong.
So yeah, manages to deny that tower.
See, that's what they need. They need to start getting team fights. They need to start doing ganks. They have the superior ganking ability. They should Lothar's Edge. They should start with making strength of that Shadow Fiend's ultimate before it becomes effectively useless. I mean,
and Rubik diving right near the enemy's base to pick up that Earthshaker.
Pipes are going to be up soon. Actually, no, I don't see any character going for pipe. But we've got, is that Lincoln Sphere on the Queen of Pain? I think Lincoln Sphere is making a comeback as an item. It's like, it's not even one of my favorite items, but like I'm starting to love it now just because everyone's getting it. And I don't understand really why.
I don't like it. It's
might be a hex.
Too boring and passive. You want aggression, damage.
I mean, it's the block one spell. But I don't think a Queen of Pain needs it. I mean, you want to put it on a Birthroom. That makes sense because he's charging. Everyone wants to stun. We've got to swap. And look, the 2 supports are going to go on the Shadow Fiend, and he's dead. Wow, wow.
And that's a great pickup by the Venge. Literally a minute after he's got the Lothars, she's got the gem.
From also, it looks like a Stygian Deso on the Nyx.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly. Doing the extra damage, getting his own minus armor. A gem? What? What? I don't understand. We're going to go for it. What, Django? I love it. I love it. Deperruku, you're just amazing. Okay, no, we've got a Necrobook on that Furion. And as we see, it's an incredibly strong item. He's got 21 minutes in the game. That's the power of Hand of Midas. It's just an incredibly fast farm. So, I don't know, that actually could make a difference.
If Nyx is whacking on that blue minion, if he can just turn on Rage before he gets the last hit on it, that should block it. So,
yeah, that's true. But I mean, this thing is, in a team fight, do you want to focus on the Necrobook, or do you want to start focusing on the Furion? Oh, in the middle we got big play here. See, that's a Necrobook right there. Earthshaker's ulti goes off for Crystal Maiden. That's obviously means that you've got a bit of quite a farmed Crystal Maiden.
Oh, better than not getting a kill.
That's true.
Oh,
almost did it.
Up with 20 HP.
Sprints back. Look at that. A Hand of Midas. That's actually, the thing is, he's foregone everything else. He hasn't got treads. All he's got is the Hand of Midas.
You know the team chat there. Venge is telling Rubik to try and steal AA's ult to try and pick up the Slardar.
Oh my god, this is Rubik. Too strong. They're gonna attack the... Oh, actually, oh my god.
Oh, nice block on the ramp there.
He's gonna go down. And she's just gonna TP out. She's gonna be like, yeah, whatever, bro. Not even gonna blink out, just TP. That's how I roll. Oh, that Furion. Furion, you're not doing anything this game. I don't think he's gotten a single kill. Nope. That is
3, 4, and 4.
Sorry, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, I wasn't even looking. There's nobody who hasn't gotten a single kill. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Earthshaker's trying to get to his blink. He's only 600 gold away. I think that will definitely help a lot.
Slardar got his Vanguard. Gonna turn the game around. 22-minute
No,
Vanguard.
that just means Nax is going to hit him harder.
Yeah.
Heal
22
him
minutes.
more.
22 minutes is a little bit late to get a Vanguard. 16 minutes is okay time. 22. Okay, the Vanguard gives you effective HP. It's never bad to have effective HP, but you kind of want to be working on your.
Stage, you're better off keeping the vitality booster, but just going for armor. It will help you survive more.
You start wanting to go for AC around this time. I mean, if you have one component, let's say you just got the plate mail for it around this time, plus your Vanguard, then you're looking at quite a strong Slardar. But currently, look at wow, see that amazing chain stun, bring down the AOE, Shadow Rays. I think that's quite a useless spell to steal at the moment, just because you don't have the Z and the X, right? I'm not even sure it works. That's the thing, Rubik. Wow.
Looks like they really are trying to push up here. It's very early in the game. I don't think they can.
They had the creep wave. I think they could. At that point, if they had the creep wave, they could. You're looking at an earned up, an earned up Queen of Pain. She has that amplified damage on her, but like who's gonna hit her anyway? You're gonna be focusing on the Nax because he's gonna be in your face trying to take you down. You're either gonna be running away. You've got the Fade Bolt coming in. Nova is an AOE spell. True, you've got a bit of an aura from this Slardar, but it's not much. It's just a Grim Basilius. And look, they can take him down so easily, so fast, despite having that Vanguard. That blink is amazing. Stygian Death's already up.
Yeah, he's in trouble here now, though.
They realize they've got to take him down, and that's what they need to be doing. More focus while the supports are out. And yeah, see, that's the thing. A three-man kill. You've got free arm pushing very strongly. Necrobooks coming out. That's what you need to be doing more. Mineski actually can still make a comeback. In terms of late game, actually, I don't see they have it, but they do have the superior pushing lineup, and it's not too late to push.
That's true. Looks like Venge did die there and lose her gem.
I think that was more of a very, very cocky thing to do. That was an incredibly, I think it was almost a slap in the face. Looks like they're going to be going for Roshan the Sentinel. And we have that Lincoln Sphere up. I think not getting Hex is probably because they didn't feel there was anybody that needed to be Hexed on the Sentinel side. I think that was a mistake. Amplified damage is going to bring it down very, very fast. I'd like to see a cold feet.
But if we can talk more about that Lincoln Sphere, I just don't understand. What's it actually blocking? It's blocking an amplified damage, which has, what, a 5-second cooldown, I believe?
Yeah.
So, and a cold feet?
Yeah, that's it.
So why are you getting it? I mean, wouldn't a Hex be so much more useful?
If you don't want to get Hex, go get Agonize. That's so much better. I mean, you have so much more damage with an Agonize. I really don't even see why that Lincoln Sphere is necessary. It's like, you know how some new players, they read a guide and it says, buy this, and then they just do it?
Well, it is in all the guides. It is what a lot of pro players get, but...
do you see that ult?
Gets one-shotted by that ult.
But the thing is, this team, and it's a mistake that... Wow, do you see that ult? Do you see that ult from... Rubik?
From Rubik.
Yeah. No, the thing is, this team is not just being like a late game focus, like we're going to give everything to the anti-mage. This team is actually an insane DPS output, and this is the 26-minute mark. That's where they shine. That's where Queen of Pain shines. That's where Rubik really shines. This is, like the last throws of power from the Crystal Maiden. She's at her peak. Everything is the most useful. So, now the gank, you do have to be very coordinated, very careful. It's a very strong lineup that the Scourge has got, despite getting that Lincoln Sphere.
That's true. Although Sentinel is starting to come back. That Lothars, I think, has really paid for itself with Shadow Fiend. It's been one of the most useful items I've seen in this game, apart from Nax's Blink. And with that, he's already up to his BKB. He's starting to snowball.
Yeah. And he can actually work very well late game, especially if Slardar is going to get an Assault Cuirass. If the Shadow Fiend gets a Stygian Desolator, you combine that with the amplified damage. You combine it with his Presence of the Dark Lord. Nyx is a strong hero, but he ain't that strong.
Well, look at it this way: he's sitting at 5 armor at the moment.
He needs to get his armor.
With all that, he'd be sitting on what, -15 or something?
He needs to get an Armlet. He needs to get Basher. He needs to get Heart of Teresk, Satanic. Assault Cuirass. He just needs so much more. He's sitting on a Blink Dagger and Urn. He needs to carry his team effectively.
He does. One thing I haven't seen him do at all yet is actually use his ult. I just haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, maybe he hasn't skilled it. It's a possibility.
No, you've got to.
At
You
least one
have to.
level. I mean,
I
but
mean, if you're ever diving too far, you just jump into one of their full HP creeps, and it's a free ride all the way to your base.
oh, and it's also you can just explode out, do a ton of damage, and come back incredibly strong, just full
Exactly.
life. I mean, and then there's also the pregnant hero strategy where you just sort of sit inside one of your heroes and he walks in and walks around, baits out a gank, and he just jumps out and owns them. I mean, if I see a Venge, well, not this Crystal Maiden because this Crystal Maiden it's got a Django, it's
That's
really
right.
fat,
What
but I
do you
see the
need a blink
Venge.
dagger for? Just infest the quap and blink out when she blinks in.
Yeah. Wow. You look okay. You're gonna go.
I am, of course,
Is
joking
okay.
with the.
I'm asking. I'm gonna ask this seriously. Don't laugh. Is Vengeful Spirit gonna go for Necrobook?
Yes, yes, she is.
That is so cool. I love Deperruku. Why have I never heard of this team before? Necrobook on Venge. That's how you play it. That's how you play Indonesian style.
Well, it's great thinking. Well,
And they're gonna go for
I
Hex.
tried the gem. That didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
Well, I need True Sight some other way.
Bloodstone. Oh my God, Rubik's gonna get a Bloodstone. This is the pro build, guys. Well, I mean, it's okay. The mana regen from Bloodstone is the highest. Everyone's got a Soul Booster. It's 200%, so it's on par with Refresh Orb. Especially since the Queen of Pins obviously gonna go for Hex now. I think Hex is an incredible item. I mean, there's no hero that you don't like that would say no to a Hex.
That's exactly right. I mean, when you think about it, Hex is in some ways even better than a stun.
Yep.
I mean, because not only does it stop them from attacking, casting spells, or anything like that, it also removes their passives as
Yep.
well. So if you've got spell shields on Animage, for instance, you can stun him and then nuke him, but it'd be so much better to Hex him and then nuke him.
Yep. Oh wow, team wipe. It looks like it. Quite close. But the thing is, if you have multiple hexes, essentially you've got like what Tinker can do, which is to essentially just chain hex you to death, and it's like 4 seconds each time. I mean, in terms of money, obviously it's very very expensive. That was an incredible loss for Deperruku. It actually might just be the end of them. I don't even know how they lost. They were winning so triumphantly. They're still ahead in kills. But bottom just got pushed. That's the power of Fear, and he just look at his Agonimes. He's got a Yasha. I don't even understand, but Yasha as well on this Shadow Fiend. They're getting fat. They're showing they have incredible DPS output. With that minus armor is not to be underestimated. He's got his Blink Dagger now on Slardar, Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. There's a lot of initiation here, a lot of power. By right, this Hex, yeah, it was really an invaluable thing. Who do you think's gonna win on this? I mean, it was Deperruku's side now. So earlier, now it's obviously Sentinel. It's obviously Mineski. We're going to be pushing on two fronts. Lifestealer's still dead for the next 5 seconds. This tower looks like it's going to be going down.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Deperruku. We've got... He's stolen the Fissure, which is... Oh, nice ult and Fissure.
Unfest, finally.
Yes,
blink,
we saw it once in the game.
Blink. No, he's going to come
Now's
out.
when you jump out. There you go.
There we go. Blink, 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 blink. Keep chasing, keep chasing, keep chasing. No, that's going to be fine. But look at bottom. This is the Power Furion with a Manta style. Friends, never...
That's why I hate playing against Furion. He's just so annoying.
That's why you should get a Tinker. Tinker can also do the same thing with once he gets a Boots of Travel, but he needs more farm to do it.
Yeah. And the cooldown is slightly higher.
I think Furion's teleport should be his ultimate. It's like, you know how I think my friend was telling me old school Rikimaru, his invisibility was his like first skill. His ultimate was Witch Doctor's ward. This was before I got to Dota, and I'm like, what the hell? That is the most imba thing ever. I think that's what's going on with Furion. I don't know.
Well, I think that the early days of Dota must have been ridiculously unbalanced. I mean, I'm surprised that they did still stick with the whole Sentinel can only pick Sentinel heroes, Scourge can only pick Scourge heroes for as long as they did.
Yeah.
I mean...
From what I heard, Faceless Void, his ulti, the entire map freezes. And I'm like, what? That sounds awesome. No Necrobook progression?
Logically, it makes more sense. I mean, if you're stopping time, it's much easier to do that on a grand scale than just in a locale.
Yeah, but that means, only the only the Faceless Void can be attacking. That means if you got a Dwarven Sniper on your side, you can be shooting into that dome. You can have a Crystal Licks, he can use his ulti and then blink in.
Oh yeah.
So those guys can still help out, but if you've got an entire map, not much you can do. See that Ghost Scepter? He just Ghost Scepters, and look how mad the Nyx is. He just stands there. Sorry for the A. I'm sorry. There's so much happening. I love how we're trying to talk, and then there's like just so much action going on. I really want to see.
Dropped back into bottom again. Is going to take out that last Rax. Rubik almost anticipated it, but you just can't stop it, especially with that Manta.
Yeah,
He can
and he doesn't. No longer
basically arrive, pop the Necrobook, pop the Manta, and run away, and still do a whole bunch of damage.
He's gonna go for Orchid. Well, I really want. I'm really, really, really hoping to see this Necrobook on that Venge before the game ends. That would just make my day. I've had a horrible day. Uni Shadow Fiend comes in, kills everything. Yeah, I got so much work. I essays due. So if I could just see that Venge just complete the Necrobook.
That's quite interesting. Shadow Fiend's actually gone for quite a late Sange Yasha.
Well, I don't. Yeah, you can't really say it's a late Sange Yasha because he wasn't having the best. What's his farm? 121. Yeah, he wasn't really having the best farm for a Shadow Fiend.
What I mean by late is that he got it after his Lothars and after his BKB.
He got killed quite a bit. That's the thing.
Mm.
And Sange Yasha is still a viable item. I mean, you wouldn't be getting for Manta Style, really, for him. I wouldn't even have gone for Lothar. I'd have gone for. I'm usually the Blink Shadow Fiend player. But Lothar's is strong. Lothar's a great idea. I once played Rogue Knight with a Blink and a Force Staff. I was trying to play him like Pugna, like Pudge. I'd stand on the high ground, I wait, and I Force Staff the guy up, God Strength, and just whack the crap out of him. It's so difficult. I only did it twice. It was such a waste of time.
Meanwhile, while we're talking, middle Rax is going down.
Yeah.
I think they are going to kill the Furion,
but that's not...
damage is already done.
It's way too late. The Furion is such great pushing power. Once you're trying to push mid lane, he'll be coming in from the top. He'll be coming in from bottom lane. He can be pushing down that top lane. It's very difficult to win against Furion once you have one Rax down. Especially not with this lineup. This lineup is not meant for pushing. This lineup is meant for getting awesome ganks, which is what we saw. At the moment, I mean, Scourge is still ahead.
Kills.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's an amazing lineup. It's fantastic. What they did wrong... It's hard to say. Should have killed that Furion more, but I mean, he's a very hard character to gank, and it's not like they didn't attack him. They got quite a few.
They killed him 6 times, which is 1 less than the Slardar and 2 more than the Shadow Fiend.
And they attacked every hero like almost equally. That AA went down an insane amount. ES also went down quite a bit. Shadow Fiend also went down. It's like in terms of ganks, but pushing power, it just feels almost imbalanced. That Furion. I guess they should ban Furion for the next round.
I bet you they would have.
Or they
picked up a gem.
Well, anyway, this is a great show. We can see what Rubik does.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
it. Makes sense. And it's good for a lot of intel heroes. The mana regen's fantastic.
And looks like they're just trying for any sort of push, try and win the game.
They haven't got a pushing lineup. That's the problem. I mean, unless you're gonna have a team wipe with this with the Nyx. It's not going to happen.
And Furion looks like he's TPing into Roche, is he? No, he's cancelled it. Probably a good decision.
Solo Roche. But they might get the
mid-rax. With the trance you can.
Yeah, he's gonna end the game. He's going to at least force the TP. And I don't even think they can push down this mid-rax. No, it's not without team wipe. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
That's how tanky everybody is. I mean, Crystal Maiden survived it. That's not something you see every day.
That's true. Shaker dropping at least a 4-person Echo Slam, and they go, okay.
I just base swap. I just be like, you know what, fuck it. And I just go in, I do my best to base swap, and just forget about defensiveness ancient.
That's what I'd be tempted to do too, but it's not going to work, not against the Furion. I mean, his Trance actually do a large amount of damage, along with the Necrobook and the Manta Style. He's going to push your base faster. Oh, that was nice play by the Rubik there. Forcing himself through the tree so that they could get vision of him. Didn't work out in that he still TP'd out, but it was a good idea.
Wow, this is pro play. This is at a much higher level than me. Oh, I think I know why they're getting that Necrobook. It's just for that true sight. I think with the gem, really. I didn't even think about the true sight. For some reason, I keep forgetting just because I've never seen Necrobook. You very rarely see Necrobook. But yeah, it was going so well. I was really rooting. See this? Sorry, at the mid Ghost Scepter. Wow. Ghost Scepter, it just stops Nyx in his tracks. That's why you need that any sort of stun or magic damage to go along with him. What was I saying? Yeah, I was really rooting for Deperruku. They really became one of my favorite teams just because they picked the Nyx. They pick a Rubik, which is something you never see. It's such a funny idea. They have such a cool build for him.
Yeah, I mean, you always value originality.
Yep.
Looks like they might finally take down this Furion.
There we go. So inconsequential. He has buyback.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter. There's no way. It's mega creeps. I've never seen. I've only once seen a team come back from mega creeps, and I've only done it once myself. Yeah, that's the end of the game. Okay, so we're just talking about more feedback from you guys. If there's any way, you can tell us how you'd like this to go more. Do you want us to explain the skill builds more? You want us to be more beginner friendly? Start explaining the skills, the basic strategies. You want us to keep doing what we're doing now, which is sort of like a football commentary. We're just sort of like what's going on in the action, trying to follow it, trying to not miss kills. Please do give us. I've got some ideas. I think I'll be doing some other stuff later, depending on whether or not this processing gets done by tonight. So. Okay, so Jack, anything left to say?
No, I'm just happy to have watched a really fun game. Yeah, hopefully we'll have another one up.
What do you think Scourge could have done to turn it around?
Well, it is tricky in that
it's not ganking.
Basically, they needed to be more tank, more AoE, and more damage. They needed almost everything. I don't think it was any particular area that let them down so much. They did do the ganking. Really, what was tricky was that they just didn't have the resources there to deal with that Furion. Once he was strong enough that you couldn't just send your CM or your Venge back to defend against him. You needed to send 2 people back, which then left 3 people in the mid, and then they got jumped on in the team fight. That's where it started to really go wrong. Really, it was the Furion which turned this game around, I think.
Yeah. Do you think he got outpicked? I mean, do you think they got outpicked at Deperruku?
No, I don't. I do think that their lineup was definitely capable of winning the game.
No, just thinking, because I'm just thinking about it. They didn't have the anti-push. Like you do, the anti-push came in the form of the Fade Bolt, and it came in the form of Queen of Pain,
and the Crystal Nova. I mean, a Fade Bolt and a Crystal Nova will wipe out basically any creep wave.
But they were never really able to use that in conjunction. By the time they, they got there together, Furion just goes over to the other side of the map, and he comes up with more. It's like, to use those spells, it takes a lot of coordination, and takes a lot of work, essentially. For him, for that Furion, that's what he does. That's the name of the game for him. Because if you're going to be anti-push, that means you're turtling. If you want to be Rubik, you want to be going out there, you want to be stealing spells. You're Queen of Pain, you want to be ganking. If you're the Crystal Man, you want to be supporting that Nyx who cannot kill by himself. He needs somebody there. Unless he can get a Basher or something. Unless he can, start getting those chases down by himself. The disables. He can be easily disabled by a Ghost Scepter. So I think it may or may not be an anti-push. I'm not so sure.
No,
okay.
I'm not sure either.
Anybody who has an opinion, post in the comments below. Right. Okay, so that's Screenguardguy. This is Jack Attack. This has been a great time. Okay, thank you.
See you next time.